Hello there, my 1585ers. This is another solemn supplemental. I'll be right back. Sometimes I feel a little guilty about using gas stations for their garbage receptacles, etc., etc. Okay, folks, are you with me? I need you with your ears perked up, way up. Like, I would like you people ready. Oh my God, these two girls across the street on a scooter. Something bad's gonna happen. It's late, it's dark, and they're wobbling like crazy trying to take off. I pray we don't hear about them tomorrow on the news. Vulcan Ears, everybody. Everybody needs to have Vulcan Ears and Vulcan intellect right now, because we're going back into this kabuki theater. This deception, this absolutely horrendous disregard for all human life as we know it. I know right now you're going, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Like, come on, where's this coming from? Well, I'm going to tell you where this is coming from. Remember I was telling you about the bullies, right? If you watched that video, if not, you should go back and find my video about the bullies. I was called to Hartenstein Park in St. Laurent. Young children came to my home and told my mom it was an absolute emergency, and she sent them in the room to wake me up. And they told me that these folks had cordoned off the entire park and they were totally armed and they were looking for me. I jumped on my horse and I started heading over there. So here's what happened. Before I got there, I got hijacked by my best friend's father. He yanked me, said, get in the car now. We drove to the Legion. We got a couple of veterans. One who walked with a cane. And when we got back to the park, these people were coming down. They were carrying baseball bats, tire irons, full, like back in the day, these jacks were the jacks with teeth ribbed all the way up them, and you had a crank that slowly raised your car. Well, they were carrying these kind of things. There were rumors that they had a gun in their car, etc., etc. So we arrived at the park, and what happened is, whoa, they didn't expect the power that was going to come and become unleashed on them. I was carrying a single baseball bat, not a double. It's to me, that's stupid. You can't swing two baseball bats without hitting yourself. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Unless, of course, you've been training with those baseball bats for years and you can alternately spin them and whatever. Okay. We come there. All of a sudden, there's a bit of a capitulation. Now, this might remind you of things that are going on in our world politics right now. Somebody was being bullied, harshly bullied, attacked without provocation. They hit back with a powerful force. And then there was capitulation. That capitulation said, oh no, we understand, this has got to stop. We've got to put this back in the box. Remember I said in the beginning of this kabuki theater, right? Don't forget those words, because they really will make sense to you. Okay, capitulation. Everything's moving along. Oh, beautiful. Come on, folks, everybody, relax. We're all friends here. Well, did you just forget that they were trying to unalive you? All of you and your friends and your family who were just, at the time, minding your own business. Now, we're all friends here, and you believe that. Kabuki theater. So, after we arrived at the park, they didn't want no part of it anymore. No, we have no problem. Really? Well, you're carrying all those weapons, eh? You put bicycle stands at the entrance of every entrance of the park to make sure that people knew there was something wrong. So most people would leave, give you free rein to jump one guy and try to bully him. Anyway, wonderful day at the park. It was beautiful, and they all dispersed. Well, here's the difference between me and many of the countries and the leaders that we have in our world now. Immediately after that disbursement, I regrouped, I practiced twice as hard every day, and I went looking for these individuals one by one. And you know what? One by one, I found almost every single one of them. I won't go into details there, but I can tell you this. I had never again been surrounded by those group of individuals again. Ever. I had never had to confront two of them at a time or three of them at a time. If they saw me walking up the street, they would probably split up and go separate ways. Now, I'm sorry. If I was dumb enough to think, oh, no, we have no problem, everything's okay, no, we're going home, you go home, blah, 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 blah. Kabuki theater doesn't cut it with me. All they were going to do is regroup and find another opportunity to try to finish off what they were about to start. And I'll tell you, the precursor to that weaponized closing of the park was again a whole whack of them surrounding me in that same park. So I'm looking around this circle of people, looking for the most aggressive, the ones that were going to do whatever they were going to do. And then what they did was they wanted to do this. They wanted to go through a war of attrition. They were going to send one person at me at a time until I was too exhausted to resist, and then they would have jumped and pummeled me. Well, the first guy they sent in, he was circling me. He looked like a guy from the old fisticuff days. He had his knuckles doing this thing here. Okay, I want you to listen to these things and put them in perspective with what's going on in your world, in the world that we all live in right now, that we're supposed to be all living in, and prospering in, and moving forward in. After me running into most of these people individually, let me finish the precursor. So I'm surrounded by these folks. They send the one guy in. He's circling me like crazy. Finally, I got fed up. I got tired of watching him make me dizzy, because he never did make an aggressive initial move. So I told him, this is not your fight. If you're going to get yourself hurt for their purposes, so be it. So I did one roundhouse kick to his midsection, folded him in half, and he went down. Now, I regret only one thing, but in hindsight, it was probably the smartest thing I could have done. I leapt in the air and I came down on his midsection with another thrusting kick. Okay? So like a flying side kick, straight up and straight down. Not proud of that, but I can tell you, in the long run, it sent quite the signal to these guys that was not going to be tolerated. And what I did from there is I had already measured up the entire crowd, and I busted through the weakest part of that circle, and they chased me. So I knew what their intentions were. They chased me. I jumped up over a fence. I can't remember the size of this fence. It was a frost fence. It's probably, in my opinion, 4.5 to 5 feet high. So when I went through there, I jumped up and over there. On the other side, there was this huge bush. I don't know what kind of bush it was, but it was like, I don't know, maybe 8 feet tall. And at the time, it must have been in the spring before everything was coming out, because there wasn't a whole lot of leaves on it. Well, what happened is one of the branches went right through my foot. And it was sticking out the top. But I knew what was waiting for me, so I kept going. And I made it home. And like I said, I regrouped. I practiced twice as hard every day, getting ready for what had to be done. So as you can see, the intent of bullies like that is to never stop. They'll just retool. They'll re-outfit. They'll get stronger weapons. They'll be more stealthy, but they will never give up their ambition unless you give them a reason to give it up. And it has to be a really good, convincing reason. Okay. Folks, I told you all that because what's going on right now? I don't understand why world leaders and their peoples are so trusting of nasty bullies. If you trust a nasty bully and he says, hey, listen, I want to outfit you, I want to get you some really good boxing gloves, I want to get you really good protective gear, are you seriously considering using that gear? Are you seriously considering that these people are being honest and that everything is going to go well? Folks, wow, I don't know what to tell you. Some people are of good character. Some. A lot of people don't know what character means. A lot of people think character is just an entity in a cartoon. You create these characters and that's just the way life goes. People, you can't trust these people. You cannot trust them, okay? Not for any reason whatsoever. You cannot trust them. They put up a wonderful facade, kabuki theater. They try to show you what you want to see. And once you buy it, they love you for it. Oh, folks, please look at what's going on in the world stage right now, and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Try to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. If I had a group of 100 friends, and I sent 20 of them to demolish your family, those 20 friends are loyal friends, they're really good people. And they're coming after you. But you're beating them down. But they're going to keep coming after you. What? I keep forgetting to do things. Okay, so those 20 people, you've whittled them down now to 7. And I look at the situation and I go, yeah, but your 20 family members are whittled down to 4. But the last 4 are fighting like hang. Wow, the retaliation is strong. But I'm not getting involved. It's not me. I'm not fighting you guys at all. No. Nothing to do with me, guys. It's only to do with those 20 people. And I go, hey, 20 people, you know you're going to fight this down to the last man, right? Don't worry. We got this. We're going to beat them. And if not, We'll go to the last man. Are you kidding me? Are my 20 friends that stupid? Are they that insane that they're going to go and fight to the last man for a fight that I'm not even going to get involved in? So that's what's happening. But then I take 40 people and I put them in another area, and they're going after a different family. That family's got 100 people. But these 40 people, I've really outfitted and equipped them really good. But I'm not in the fight. I'm nothing to do with it, okay? I'm not going to get involved. I love you people. I love those 100 people. Why would I ever want to be involved in a situation that would, facilitate their demise? Okay. Out of that 40 people, I'm down to 35. But out of the 100, they're down to 80. And I go, yes, it's working. It's working. And I look at the rest of those 35 and I go, you guys know this is to the last man, right? You've got to take this down to the last man. You've got to either demolish them or you have to perish trying. Don't worry, Clyde. We got your back, man. We're going to take care of this. You just keep the support coming. All right? And we'll get this done. All right. Both of them, both groups of my friends know that I'm willing to sacrifice every single one of them. And they keep going. Are they insane? Are they insane? They're not even going to see my face on the front line. And they're going to go to the last man. This is what's going on in our world, people. And the people that are involved in this are going along with it. To the last man. Oh my Lord, I'm like, my head is busting. But the thing that busts my head even more is this. The family of 100 and the family of 20 that for some reason listen to my kabuki theater saying that I'm not, no, I got nothing against you guys. I'm not going to be involved. I'm not doing, no. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell those 100 and those 20 people, you're terrible for what you're doing. And if you don't be careful, I'm going to be coming for you. Giving false set of security to the family of 100 and the family of 20. False security. They think, oh, wow, look at that. He's really trying his best to be on our side. I mean, those are his friends and he's not siding with them. Wow, I feel really privileged. Like, no, you should feel really stupid that you believe the kabuki theater. Folks, I hope you understand. I'm trying to avoid naming all kinds of different people around, but you can equate this to the situations that are happening right under your nose. And can I tell you something even worse? They care about you even less. They care about you even less. They don't care what happens to you as long as their pockets are full. They will sacrifice as many of you as they have to, almost down to the last man. But they got to have at least a small contingent of security, making sure they're safe. Anyway, folks, please, try to get the messages I've been trying to get across to you folks. And a lot of you don't want to hear it. But you've got to hear it one day or the other, otherwise it's coming for you. That old saying was true. There was two of them. To be friends, to be enemies of this entity is very dangerous. But to be friends with them is fatal. Fatal! To be friends with them. You're better off being their enemy than their friend. But you don't see it. It comes right out of their own mouths. And you don't believe it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The world has not been able to get through to you folks for all these decades and years. I don't think I can get through to you. But if I can get through to a few of you, and the few of them can get through to a few more, the chain reaction may be positive. So this is why I try, folks. This is why I don't give up on you guys. I keep trying to get the 1585ers to step up and actually be role models. Actually show how to handle things. To become leaders, willing leaders, to help lead. If that doesn't work, we're all doomed. We're all doomed. I'm telling you, they don't care about you. Remember Michael Jackson's song? They don't care about us? He wasn't joking. He didn't make it up. It didn't come from out of nowhere. Anyway, don't fall for the okie doke. Don't let the wool be pulled over your eyes. Make sure you are attentive and watching what's going on. Do not get yourself in the middle of something that puts you as one of those loyal families that are just going to become extinct. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to get that out. It's been making me sick to my stomach watching these things unfold and watching people talk, and the commentators and the analysts who think they know what's going on, and none of them are saying anything along the lines of what's really going on. None of them are pointing out the lies, the absurdness of many of the statements that have been brought out. Nobody. Then they see these crazy little outbursts on TV and they wonder, oh my, that's really powerful. No, it's not. It's contrived. It's kabuki theater. What, you think they're always going to just wait for, I hope that shows up on my camera. You think they're going to wait just to see how it's going to unfold? No, you have to be proactive. You got to be ready. This is garbage. People do not come out on TV just by random chance is when every one of their outbursts happen. By random chance, they talk about world events that they're not supposed to be talking about, that should be only spoken about in classified settings. It doesn't happen, folks. Please wake up. Please, please, please wake up. Anyways, folks, please stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, stay as happy as humanly possible. But please open your eyes. And remember, we never give up. We never give in. But we keep an open mind, because that's how we gather our knowledge. And our knowledge is the only power we're ever going to possess on this world. All right? I will chat at you soon, I hope. Love you all. Take care. And start opening your eyes and watching what's going on the world stage. Please, please, because it's going to get very scary in the next couple of years. Very scary. And you know what? Sharpen up your survival skills. Ciao for now.